my... What the fucking hell? Hello, my souls. Apparently, I am the man behind the curtain. Give me a second. I forgot that I had to do this bullshit. Because Discord has decided it's a good idea to be a complete douche. And try to steal my face cam every fucking time.
Oh. I forgot my sound was on. I was listening to stuff earlier.
That's fine.
We are presented to... Or, we... Today, words are not my forte.
There we go! Hello, everybody. And welcome back to, or rather, let's do this right. Hello, my souls, and welcome back to Elden Ring. And you guys will notice I have a different controller today. The reason for this is the other day when me and Claire were playing, what was it, Destiny 2?
Yeah.
This controller decided to break! Now, I have a specialized controller with little buttons right here. Those little buttons can be a pain in the ass when you shove one of them so far into the controller that your own finger gets stuck.
Yeah, he fingered it a little too hard.
I'm literally showing them the busted-ass controller right now.
Yeah, I know. I keep saying, or...
That. So, all I can say to this is... Bye!
Remember, remember, folks. Don't finger too hard. You might break it.
Words of wisdom.
If it breaks from you fingering it too hard, there's a problem.
Kapitoshka.
Not you too, Aki.
I am influencing my children. We wouldn't be known as the potato family.
Claire, you are a strange one.
Should I add the Spanish version to the list of potatoes?
Let's not.
Ooh.
Fuck it. Papa.
I'm going to tickle you. Nom.
You've given me new ammunition.
German. German sounds fun.
What is the German word for potato?
How did that not kill them?
Let me find out really quick. Two.
German.
I can find it. For your. Kartoffel.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's not gonna hit him. What, Claire?
How do you feel about the potato family?
I'm gonna tickle you all. I'm going to tickle you all.
French. Might as well run things out.
By the way, mild bit of sad but true news. I don't think you guys are going to be getting as much... you might be getting a little more Frost content, but at the same time, I don't think you're going to be getting much of the same Frost content that you were on the channel initially during the summer, because I literally caught Frost trying to record and panting so hard that he was peeking the mic with every breath. There's a heat wave going on in England. What people don't realize is the heat wave going on in England. Over here in California, we have heat hotter than what they're getting on a regular basis. Now, I get it. It's bad for them because their fucking systems, like their entire culture is not based around hot weather. So it's a bit of a danger.
Oh.
But could you imagine having fur in constantly 104, 105, 106 degree weather?
No. Anyway, good news for the English people.
What's up?
For the people in Britain. Apparently, it's supposed to be cooler tomorrow. It's supposed to be 24 degrees Celsius.
That's actually pretty good. The best.
And it's supposed to rain tonight, which is going to dramatically lower the heat.
It's supposed to, but at the same time, understand it raining over there right now would be a terrifying thing. Because...
Does it make it humid as fuck?
No, it's not only going to make it humid as fuck, which, understand, that's the least of their worries. Their rail system...
Humidity today.
Their rail system, like their trains, run on tracks that shouldn't get above 50 degrees Celsius. They're not geared for it. They're not designed for it. And they have been running at, as far as I'm aware, something closer to 70 or 80 Celsius. Meaning the tracks are actually breaking down and becoming brittle because of the heat. And it's about to rain! Do you guys know what metal does when it goes from hot to cold very fast?
It shrinks.
It explodes!
It cracks.
When it's high-tension steel, it flat out goes boom! And they have hundreds of miles of track that are so deteriorated right now just from, like, a day or two of heat, that if they were suddenly to get a nice weather day, there's a possibility of the tracks literally going pop and shutting their rail systems down for weeks, if not months.
That's a yike.
It's a huge yikes. Especially in a country where a lot of people don't technically use cars, they use a rail system.
Yeah. Oh, mom's so lovely.
Yeah. Good for the people, bad for the rail system.
Not really even good for the people at that point. Oh, shit, fuck! I just did a thing! I'm dead! Oh, God!
Whee!
I just found the fastest way to die in this area. It is a nice tube. All I can say is, it's a tube. Meet a good friend. His name's Ben. Ben is gay.
Tube of death.
Hi, boys! You're going to get your minds blown. And probably other parts of your body that we'll not talk about.
So, I realized to play Elden Ring, and I know I'm going to die a lot, and I'm probably going to rage.
Girl, yeah.
To play Elden Ring, I realized this with many other games that I rage at. To play Elden Ring, I need to not care if I die or not.
Which isn't going to be possible because they make it a requirement that if you die, you have to get your souls back or your runes back, and if you don't, you can't level up, buy equipment, or do anything.
Exactly.
Which is one of the reasons why I keep saying, are you certain you want to play this game?
What I have to do, though, to get over
is
that,
learn to calm yourself.
Learn to calm myself, yes, and literally just tell myself, you died, it's fine, you'll get runes, you'll be good.
Got it still fair.
Basically the mental game of run it back.
Hey, fuck! Titty fuck!
What am I craving? It's a good question.
That's a phrase I never wanted to think of. Boiled green titty fuck. The real question that everybody should be asking is, what the fuck makes it green?
Why is it green?
Chlorophyll.
And why are you boiling a titty fuck? Why are we boiling tits?
Moldy silicone titties.
Did you just say moldy silicone titties?
Mm-hmm. That's why it's green.
It's green because of the chlorophyll.
I was going to say, or you could say it's the fact that somebody decided to make chicken breast with tomatillos.
Yeah. Silicone moldy tits.
I like my idea better.
Yes.
I thought you would like
I
the
like your idea a lot better.
I thought you were gonna like the tomatillo idea better. But okay.
Chicken breast
Nah.
and tomatillo?
Chlorophyll is funnier to me.
What the fuck?
Eat a dick, please. Just eat all of them. It's fine.
No, thank you.
All I can say, Aki, is 2 words. Yamper
Aiden,
sausage.
I'm sorry.
What?
Yamper sausage.
No, it's the Emperor Rocket.
You have been stopped.
And people talk about my circle. Why?
Damn it! That guy is gonna be a bitch to beat. Getting to him, though, is just literally getting me shit tons of EXP, so... Or souls, rather. Oh, woo! Also, hello Aiden and hello Delint. Num num.
Squeaks are not on point today. There we go.
But your squeaks are adorable as always, so it's fine.
No.
Yes.
No.
They are adorable.
Oak.
And you were adorable.
No.
Yes. No.
I will poke you to death.
I don't think you could. Besides, remember, I'm the one with 6 paws. I can poke you more than you can poke me. E. He who has all 6 paws.
All 6 pobs?
Yep.
Ooh, ooh. Actually, you could have made that so much better, and you could have said Korean fried chicken.
I don't know, the American style fried chicken. That sounds good.
Okay.
What the fuck?
What?
I'm watching Siege clips and all I hear from one of them is just, oh yeah, fuck me, senseless.
No comments.
My initial question is why? It's Siege, not sex. Ooh. Yeah, I could go for a euro right now.
That also sounds good.
Ow! Fuck! Well. Found a place that'll kill all 4 of them. And no, Claire, to play a game like this, you have to have one of 2 things. You either have to have the patience to actually play it and get good, or you need to be able to, you know, control yourself when it comes to anger. Otherwise, this game can flat out... I've watched multiple people rage quit off of Souls games. Like, completely waste their money having bought it because they essentially try to get through the first area and then swear to never touch it again because it got them so pissed off.
It's great that I have the patience of goddamn thing.
Girl, you're going to break your controller.
No, I won't.
Girl,
I can get.
you're
Kid.
nowhere near as patient as I am.
Kid,
And I've
I
broken
don't
controllers.
I don't have the money to replace any of my controllers.
That's why I'm kind of worried. Because, again, I have broken controllers on this game. Well, not this one, but on Souls games.
Wait, do you realize how many times I could have broken my controller during the fucking Siege streams?
Tiny bouncies at Claire.
That's on back.
Yay!
Now that his shield is gone. Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck. Oh, thank you, God, it didn't make me go down there. It killed me, so my souls are gonna be up, or my things are gonna be up on top.
The return of Yeet.
The Yeet gods have smiled upon us, apparently.
You're not gray, kid.
And? Doesn't mean I don't get fucking yeeted! True? You don't have to be Gray Still Plays to get fucking yeeted off of a board. Hello, Johnson. Oh yeah, by the way, I introduced Frost to Gray Still Plays.
Good lord. We're all doomed.
I'm still trying to decide whether it was a mistake or not.
The end of worlds.
Fuck! He practically instas you for Scarlet Rot. Fuck! Oh. la la la. Fuck. By the way, I am going to give a job to pretty much anybody who joins me in streams. So, one of the things I'm going to have you guys doing, since you are here, y'all get to come up with topics of debate. Or not debate, but topics of discussion.
Oh boy.
So, in other words,
podcast.
Pretty much. I mean, one of the things that people tend to... I guarantee you, people don't come to see my happy-ass fucking die at a game. Typically, they come to communicate or to talk.
Talk, chat, and, you know, whatever.
Yeah. And I have a problem with, when I get focused on a game, I don't talk very much.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah. So what do you guys want to talk about?
Tomorrow... Kit, me and you will be able to talk about this one. Aki, we're gonna have to clue in a little bit.
Dare I ask?
Will you actually give me some?
I get paid tomorrow.
What?
I get paid tomorrow.
And?
And I'm out of weed.
Good for you. I'm completely out myself and I'm not buying more. At least not for now.
Yeah. Not for the moment being.
Yeah. I'm giving myself until the end of, or I'm giving myself into the end of the month off. And I'm very much going to say at this point, I'm going to probably limit myself to, when it comes to weed, to, I'm only going to start doing this, I'm going to start doing this, like, after a certain hour.
Right.
Yeah. So you're gonna be doing essentially what I'm doing. I don't start smoking until a certain hour.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be back in just a second. I'm gonna grab a drink.
Okay.
Okay,
but we could sit here and talk strains. We could.
We could.
It is a suggestion. I am leaving it open up for anyone else to suggest anything else. But yeah, the one I have to remember the one I had this time. Oh, that wasn't it. That was Tropicana. Oh, we could talk about my jerry-rigged
Let's not.
lighter. I should probably.
Let's not, because even you specifically said I should have stopped you.
You should have stopped me.
Girl, you are an adult. The job of your parents does not include keeping you safe from your own stupidity after the age of 18.
No one got hurt.
That you're aware of.
I am gonna put this lighter far away from my stuffed animal.
I'm still waiting for the night you wake up to the sound of a boom and realize half your room is on fire because of that fucking thing.
It's a small-ass lighter. It's not gonna go boom.
You never know with the shit you did to it.
If anything, I expect the fucking flint to go flying.
I mean... essentially turning the, lighter itself into a gun.
And when it does, it's gonna go up. If it does, it's gonna go up or sideways.
Or so you think.
Yes, because I either have it standing up or pointing sideways. Away from my electronics. Because I'm sorry, I don't want to have to buy another Series S.
I has returned with homemade green tea.
Ooh.
Yum. Green tea is yum.
Yep.
Yes.
You know, Sprite drinks a lot of green tea. He specifically likes the Arizona green tea.
Ooh, Arizona green tea is pretty good.
Oh, it's tasty.
I just made this with tea bags because I can't be drinking my sugar anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
God damn it.
I'm probably gonna be switching over to teas and stuff like that from sodas. I'm trying
Kinda
to drink
the
less,
same.
less soda.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be trying to, like, literally after these sodas, or the sodas I bought are gone, I'm gonna start buying the gallons of Arizona.
All I can say at this point is tactically yours.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've been drinking tea myself for like the last couple years, and I've discovered I have a bit more of a taste for it than I used to, and I have a bit more of a taste for unsweetened than I used to.
I used to drink sweet, and then when I initially started dieting, I switched to unsweet, and now I'm used to that. Sweet tea is just really, like, just thick, and I just don't like it.
Hey, Aki.
It is thick.
If you ever want to get a chance to try something that is one of the weirdest sensations in the world, get really used to absolutely unsweetened tea, then go to New Orleans.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, my tea has absolutely no sugar in it. This is just straight tea bags and water.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what tea is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Rotten
For me, I
staff.
have to have at least a little bit of sugar. Because tea for me is too bitter.
I like the bitterness.
I think there was one I had called vanilla chamomile tea.
Chamomile's good.
That
Chamomiles are really good.
There is one tea that I could drink straight with no sugar.
Somber Ancient Smithing Shard.
I might grab black tea next time. I do like the flavor of that a bit more.
Yeah. Personally, more a fan of just oolong tea. Is yum.
God,
I haven't tried oolong tea.
I haven't
It is
tried it either.
really, really good, but it's one of those things that it takes a little getting
You have
used
to have
to.
a taste.
It takes just ever so slightly, a little getting used to. I wonder if
I would like to try it. I things I don't really know if we have oolong tea. I guess we'll just have to look for it next time I'm out.
What I want to do, and this is something my mom did, or my mom had, she had a canister of tea, and she also had a tea kettle, or a small tea kettle that you would pour hot water in, and set the tea inside. And you would pour and drink tea from that tea kettle. My mom had one of those, and it was purple. Specifically purple and silver.
Cute.
Oh, it was so nice. But, that got stolen along with other stuff. Because we moved to Michigan.
Right. I might, yeah, I'm gonna pick up some black tea next time I'm out, which may be tomorrow. I'm gonna see about calling my grandma and take me up to the license exam place.
Nice.
Take my driver's test. Which hopefully they'll let me do. My grandma's van has broken speed dial. So half the time you can't read the miles per hour correctly and that kind of thing. So I don't know if they'll let me test with that, but I mean, at the moment it's my best choice because like my car is currently undrivable, and my mom's is illegal because she needs a new license plate. So that's the thing.
It is a thing.
Anyway.
I wonder.
For a week brew.
Fuck! But yeah, no. Out of all my teas, one of my favorites is oolong. However, Earl Grey and Maiden Grey are both really good too.
I can't say I've really had those either. I like tea, but I haven't been very I haven't really explored it a lot.
So you have not explored your options when it comes to the great world of tea.
Unfortunately not, which is a bit tragic.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It kind of is
Something
pretty tragic. It's a great thing to do.
Yeah, I should look
getting to
into
know
more,
your tea.
especially since one of my last English essays, like in high school, was like studying tea.
Nice.
I did learn a lot. I did.
Yeah.
Sorry, I did learn a lot.
I'm sorry.
I mean, where else can you get a better appreciation for one of the drinks that essentially helped write the history of your country?
Right.
I'm trying to discover which teas I like, and so far I like lighter teas as opposed to darker teas.
Ooh. I actually have some really, really good teas that most people would not expect somebody like me to have. But there is a company called Bachelor that is, it's a pretty famous company when it comes to tea.
We're gonna be talking about tea for a couple hours, and then next thing you know, we're gonna get ads for tea.
I mean,
Probably.
with your luck, bitch, you're gonna wind up with a bunch of ads for PG tips.
Nah, Lipton.
Nah, it'll be PG tips. You know why? Because you've been essentially giving free advertising to one of their competitor brands.
Ah, Yorkshire Tea Gold.
Yeah. And I know the company behind PG Tips. They are notorious for doing shit like, if you like their competitor, you'll love our brand. Here, come try it.
Nah. By the way, my store doesn't sell PG Tips, so fuck you, PG.
It will eventually.
Dun dun dun.
I've been to that section multiple times. I have not seen PG Tips. I've seen berries, but not PG Tips.
Hold on. This is one of those I have to shut up and concentrate moments.
People talk or...
Oh. Woo! He's nearly died.
Nice.
I survived it. And yeah, you guys can talk. It's just I need to, whenever I get in the moment of I need to shut up and play, it's because me talking... Think about it this way. I'm trying not to soft lock my brain.
Can't do the thing I can do so easily.
No, I can't, because of the fact that I have, freaking OCD. That, and I've never been able to multitask fully very well. More often than not, when I have to multitask, I prioritize. Like, if I'm typing something out and people are talking to me, I can hear everything that they're saying, I can respond to everything they're saying, but I can't be typing while I do it. So typically, my brain will just go, okay, finish typing, then fucking talk. Which is really annoying.
For me,
people don't fucking know that and continuously talk to me while I'm typing and expect me to respond the second they're done talking. Yes, I've had that happen.
It's taking me a little bit to get to realize that, but I am catching on.
Uh-huh. You've done it, Tiny's done it, all of my family members have done it. It's one of those things that people don't fully understand is due to the fact that I cannot fully focus on multiple things at once, due to, 1, OCD, 2, several other issues, one of them being that I took a massive blow to the head when I was a kid. Because of all of these, I can't really focus very well on multitasking. He said, if you guys notice, when I start talking as well, I do worse in this game. Which, I'll admit, can lead to some really fucking funny moments. Like, the fucking yeetening moments.
The yeetening.
Return of the yeet. It is the yeetening. The yeetening
Yeet
has
origins.
begun.
Yeah,
oh,
right,
I was supposed to go that way.
For me, though...
Go ahead.
For me, though, I can focus on multiple things at different times.
Good.
Because, well, 1, I have a mental conversation going on back and forth in my head. At all times.
I can multitask certain things based on, like...
How? Oh god damn it, you fuck!
Oh.
Not you. Keep going.
No, I saw.
I can multitask specific certain things because I'm very rhythmic and I can coordinate. But when it comes, to like typing and listening to a conversation, I can't really do that. Anyway, yeah. He's something I should definitely explore more.
All I can say is the Tanuki has rhythm, he undulates properly.
Yeah.
He wobbles to the beat of the universe.
I was gonna say you wobbled at the beat of your own drum, but okay.
Something my
Given the
dad
conversation in the Discord from this morning, Mr. Belly Drum.
People, or my dad did, ask me this similar question a couple years ago when I was still living with my parents. My dad would always ask, why do you have a YouTube video playing and a video game on at the same time? Well, it's one of those things of, I can listen to the video and play the game and talk to you at the same time.
Yeah, I can't do that as well. And it's almost entirely because of an injury I sustained when I was like 4. Because I've told you guys a couple times, my brother wasn't paying attention. Like, my legitimate brother was not paying attention. Or at least that's what he was saying. And when I was essentially playing around playing hide and seek with a friend of mine as a kid, I tried hiding behind a chair that was dead. It put me between the chair and the wall. Well, my brother flopped down and reclined the chair all in one movement, which quite literally smashed my head against the wall.
Ow.
That's happened to me before.
with the force of all of his body weight.
Yeah.
It almost legitimately split my skull open.
For me, though, I was lower on the chair, so it didn't crush my head that much. But
I was standing behind it.
Yeah. I was sitting behind it. And,
yeah.
Or I was sitting
forward,
behind
I was standing behind it. It was one of those moments of, yeah, you're not getting out of this without some form of massive concussion.
For me, they sat down, leaned back, and all in one motion, and my head went, my head hit the chair and then hit the wall.
I mean, I think if I had like any form of head injury when I was like really young, I literally like fell out of a chair and landed like on top of my head. I actually have a flat spot on the back of my skull from where that was.
Yep. Actually, weirdly enough, me and Avia have very similar ridges on our forehead. His was due to a very similar injury when he was a little kid. His head took a major impact, and now he's got essentially a line in his forehead, roughly the same place I do, right here. See, when my head got hit, it got hit right here, and forced my the other side of my head into a wall right here. So, wow. It didn't feel good. It didn't feel good at all.
And then there was my mother's trunk incident, where I tried to reach in for a newspaper, and my mom accidentally tried to shut the trunk and didn't realize I was there. It was an accident on her part. I did get hurt. I had to go get stitches.
That's actually one of the reasons why I have a permanent limp, is because what most people don't know is one of my feet is a little weird. Very similar incident, but instead of a trunk, it was the fucking car door. I had this bad habit of keeping my foot up against the, I don't even know what to call it, that little ridge where the door is, when the door is closed. If you think of a car door, you know where the floorboard is, then there's that little lip up and then the door?
Oh.
I used to keep my foot on that as a kid. My brother opened up my door to give my mother something when I was like 6 years old, and then slammed the door shut. He knew full well where my foot was, and he slammed the door on my foot.
Ow.
Yeah. Then again, understand, my brothers have done multiple things to me fairly intentionally to try to harm me.
You know what the stupidest thing I thought about about people getting into cars was? So, when I was little, I would sit in the backseat of the car. I would sit behind my mom, and for the longest time, I thought my mom would be getting into her car, leaving one foot out, and then closing it on her foot.
You were a certain special as a child, weren't you?
Uh-huh. And then I saw how she actually did get into the car, and I'm like, oh, that's not how that works.
I mean, something you'd appreciate, Claire. This thing is a burning flower.
You flower that bitch.
I cut the weeds. Ah!
Nice.
I cut the weeds, and then the weeds tried to cut me!
Oh. It's like it looks like a legitimate nut. That hasn't been trimmed. Oh yeah, basketballs hurt. They're harder than people think they are.
Oh god, yeah. Much harder.
Yeah, you ever get pelted in the face with a basketball?
Yes.
You ever tried to
Multiple
like
times.
catch one and it lands on your fingertips and just bends it back instead of like actually landing in your palm? That shit's the worst. Know what I'm talking about?
Ooh, Scarlet Rot.
Oh yeah, no. I used to play football, and yeah. If I was going for a catch, the ball would literally hit one of my fingers, send it all the way fucking back and forward. Fucking hurt.
Yeah. By the way, hey Claire.
Huh?
Would you like to learn another thing that people don't know about me?
Me.
In high school, I played basketball. Not specifically for my church, or not specifically for my school, but for my church.
You went to church?
Yep.
I went to church for like a month.
See, I
You remember, I studied theology for a very long time.
Yeah. I don't like to think about the time I was forced to go to church.
I was just dragged to churches. I was asked if I wanted to, or people let me know that, hey, we're going to church on Sunday. If you stay the night tonight, we're going to bring you with us. And I'm just like, okay.
I guess I wasn't forced to it. I was kind of like swayed into it. This was a thing like when I was living out of my dad's place. And my family members were like they're like, hey, we're gonna go to the church down the road. Are you coming with us? I was like, I don't know, sure, I guess.
It was something to do.
Yeah, I mean, it was something to do. I was like, I might as well try it out. Everybody else here goes to church. Just like,
yeah,
it was not a fun experience.
I really only went for the free food and the candy, or free food in the game room.
Yeah, dude, it was kind of this. It was kind of the same for me, except like, not even those parts were fun to me because we would always get there late, and I would have no time to eat, and that would make me really sad. And then we would, you know, go like study and stuff, and you know, it was okay. To me, it just felt like another day of school. And then we would go to the game room, and back at the I was the fat kid, like in school.
Did yours have consoles?
Consoles? Like no, we had a gym. Like that was our game room. We had a gym. No, because I was the fat kid, I like always got picked last. I was the one who got picked on. It was. So I only went there maybe a couple times. It's like
people learned with me why you actually want to choose the fat kid.
When I went to church, all they had were game consoles, and I wasn't a big gamer back when I was little. I spent most of my time outside.
Right.
My mom forced me to.
Kinda same. Well, my family didn't force me to stay outside. I genuinely liked being outside. Right up until we learned that we were living in a absolute shit show of a place, and I was not allowed to go outside. So I would sneak out.
Oh.
No. The reason why my mother would force me to go outside is because I started getting bullied, and some of the people that I was being bullied by lived in my neighborhood. So I didn't want to go outside.
That's a sign of bad parenting. Your kids are getting bullied. Force them to go outside and play with the bullies.
No, I had friends in the neighborhood. I just didn't want to go outside because I didn't want to run into them. Because if I ran into them outside of school, it was a wrap for me.
Fuck!
I don't know if I had any like major bullies. I mean, there were people who picked on me and stuff, but it was. And there
I am
was
getting
one girl.
much more fucking antsy. Give me a sec. Continue.
There was one girl that I kind of hated in school. Well, we hated each other for a while, but now now we're cool.
I don't know.
I went to a couple of her birthday parties. It was chill. But
everyone has a Victoria. And the reason why it's Victoria in my case is because there was a girl who would always pick on me. And her name was Victoria.
Leanne.
Elizabeth.
No, Leanne was the Claire, I've told you about the girl that fucking pissed me off to the point where I finally slapped her. Just very, very gentle, like, just to try to shock the shit out of her. And since it didn't leave any mark, she had been sitting there going, I dare you, touch me, I dare you. So, didn't leave any mark.
Equal rights, equal fights.
She wanted to fuck with me when she grabbed me by the shirt, pulled me close, and told me, fucking touch me, and then threw me backwards into a freaking brick wall, which, by the way, I had to have stitches. My response was to get up, kind of dust myself off, slap her, turn around, and walk. The second I touched her, she let out this deafening ass squeal. And then it very much was. And then it turns out she tried to have me arrested because, well, apparently I had been battering her. She had this proven by having one of her friends crack her in the side of the head with a baseball bat like 2 minutes after the cops got there. And tried to claim that I had punched her so hard I broke her fucking teeth.
I get the feeling that maybe California is a little bit sexist.
No shit! If you have a dick over here, you don't have a voice. Thanks! I kid you not, over here, if you are a man, if you have male genitalia, it doesn't matter. You're disposable. That is legitimately how people in California see me, is I'm disposable. My life doesn't matter, but, oh, if a woman's in trouble, I best lay mine down so that hers doesn't get fucking hurt.
Grow up, get a life.
And it just makes me giggle because what people don't realize is this is how the fuck you create a white knight complex. Like, fucking policies like what California has that makes me a second-class citizen are the things that lead to Mr., what's it called? Fedora-wearing milady type.
Neckbeards?
Oh.
Yes. I don't like using neckbeards because that's legitimately fucking using something that is genetic to identify somebody in a negative.
Yeah.
But, yeah, for lack of a better word, yeah, that's how you wind up with fucking neckbeards.
A Redditor.
Thank you! That's a better way of describing it!
Neckbeards, Redditor,
the only downside to that is, you understand, Frost is a Redditor, right?
It's a stereotype, not stereotypes aren't always true.
I know, but I guarantee you if he was awake, he'd be yelling at both of us for that one.
Eh.
There's another word. Oh, nice guy.
I can always take
nice
my
guy.
theme song back.
That's legitimately the 100% perfect example of it is the nice guy. The guy that thinks that just because he's nice to somebody that he essentially is owed the world. This is how you get that particular complex. It's also how you get people who don't give a fuck and won't do anything to help a woman.
I mean...
Thankfully, though, it's also how you get people like me who believe in the, true form of equality of, if you are willing to raise your hand and strike somebody, I don't care if you have a pussy or a dick. It don't matter.
Or neither.
I've never met a single solitary person that is a cartoon between the legs.
I mean, there are people born with no genitalia.
I have never met somebody like that. I've met born hermaphrodites, which, trust me, that is not as good a thing as it sounds for some.
Yeah, no. Despite how rare hermaphrodites are, they're not as uncommon as you think they are.
No, they're actually fairly common. It's, I think, 1 in every, 7,000 people? 8,000?
I think so.
The thing is, hermaphroditism also isn't the extreme of you have both sides of the coin. The most common form of hermaphroditism is pseudo-hermaphroditism, which is genetically you're male, but you have ovaries because your body didn't develop properly.
Yeah.
Like, you have ovaries instead of testicles.
Or you have... You're genetically female, but you have a tiny little thing sticking out.
Yeah, or in my buddy Ray's case... friend of mine goes by Ray. Legal name's Raymond. They don't identify as either male or female. The reason being is genetically he's male. Entire thing for puberty. Testosterone higher than estrogen. Dude has working testicles.
I have a feeling there's a butt coming.
Connected to a semi-working uterus and vagina. And I say semi-working because he's sterile. But he still has a really weird fucking cycle. Doesn't necessarily bleed too often. But what he does get is cramps from hell. Or what they get is cramps from hell. And it's one of those things of, oh, I feel sorry for this individual.
You lost me at working balls and uterus.
His testicles do produce sperm. He has a semi-working uterus in the sense that he does have a monthly cycle. It just doesn't involve proper menstruation. He has, or I keep saying he because all throughout high school it was he. No, all throughout high school too. Remember, I went to high school in an era when they didn't give a goddamn thing, and even Ray was sitting there going, "Nah, don't worry. It's confusing as fuck if you try to call me a chick. Just call me a dude."
So he technically has, or they technically have working parts?
No, they're completely sterile. They have semi-working uterus, a fully working, fully functional pair of testicles, no dick, no no ovaries.
That's weird.
He suffers from pseudo-hermaphroditism, which is insanely uncommon. That is the full opposite end of the spectrum of this person is...
That is
Their
really
genetics
weird.
confuse a lot of people. Let's just say that.
That is surprisingly weird.
Is it though?
Because what I'm imagining is just flat, then testicles. And then you lift
No,
the
internal.
testicles and there's the vagina.
No, internal. Meaning he has testicles where a woman's ovaries should be. You do realize the tissue for testicles and ovaries are the same thing before they develop. They're the exact same thing.
That's strange.
Yes, it is. It's a literal 1 in a million possibility And holy shit.
So technically, they're the only person that can't get kicked in the nuts.
No. Actually, that's 100% false.
I meant... They don't have a physical sack, Kit. If that's what you're telling me.
Understand, I can kick a woman in the ovaries easily.
That's what I'm saying, Kit.
It's
they
just a different process. Instead of kicking up, you need to kick forward. But yeah, no, that's the worst part, is if he gets hit in the gut, it's like getting kicked in the balls.
Oh.
Like, I shit you not, I shit you not, this person has crashed a bike, and the handlebars hit them, like, right here.
Oof.
And they were doubled over in so much pain that it was unthinkable. And it turns out, same sensation of getting kicked in the balls.
Uh-huh.
Go figure. If you develop the nerve endings for testicles but don't have testicles, you still have the nerve endings for testicles.
They're just not where they usually are.
I completely lost my train of thought before it switched to this.
This is how podcasts usually go. We start on one topic and then drift to others.
Kinda, yeah. This is also how my conversations with, like, fucking Rick go a lot. The number of times we change topics is kind of infuriating to some people.
No. Oh. If you... People need to get into full conversations with me, because conversations
with me.
No, I have broken people's brains before.
I know, so have I.
By how fast I switched.
Where? You really need to watch the podcast more! Or at all, because I don't think you have!
I was in one!
You've been the subject of more than one!
Huh?
You've been the subject of more than one.
Oh, God.
Yeah, do understand, we had a whole, like, 12-minute segment about you. Very specifically, and your antics during the fucking D&D game.
Oh.
You haven't read, or you haven't listened to that one, have you?
No.
I
swear I'm good. Listen. My brain processes a lot of things. My immediate thoughts aren't, oh, let's go see Kit's new podcast. When I'm logging into YouTube.
I admittedly only follow this channel only for, like, the live streams.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
But now,
a lot of people follow these channels for very specific content. In my case, a lot of the people that know me because of my live streams.
Yeah.
Half of y'all don't either don't watch the live streams or don't watch the other content on the channel, unless it's Frost's, which that's one of the reasons why I have the running gag of, we all know who you're actually here in on this channel to see. And it ain't my ass.
Anyway, maybe I need to look at one of the podcasts, because I'm curious if I've been the subject in any of them.
Actually, one of them. You've been one of the subjects of one of the podcasts we've done.
When I was in?
Again, it was also one of the ones where we were talking about the weekly game.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to go and watch that one then.
And very specifically, it was It was when we were discussing that people have these weird habits when playing D&D. One of them being they will sit there and be quiet and not do anything because they don't want to interrupt. The other side of that would be the complete opposite end of that coin. Those being the people that actively always interrupt and never shut the fuck up. And y'all remember Hero, right?
Oh God.
I don't want to. I was also gonna say Adam. But...
No offense, Hero.
Oh no, he knows this. I've flat out told him multiple times that was his biggest problem in the game. He always interrupted people.
It was a big thing, Ed.
It was legit the main reason why people didn't get along with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, in that same one, we also discussed people like Eclipse, who had the bad habit of don't ask what you're capable of and just assume you're useless. Don't ask what skills mean. And then...
I'm not a murder hobo.
Yes, you are, girl. I'm sorry, how many times have you pulled the murder hobo thing?
Listen.
Girl, you got slammed in the head by a pissed-off golem for one of them.
Yeah, and that finally went... Oh, shit. No. Can't do
yeah,
that.
Finally!
I'm out of tea.
Oh, this isn't gonna be good.
Something.
What?
There was one moment where I said, let's not kill this person.
Also, welcome back, Andy! Num num!
That was the Queen's son in the previous game.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I also had to be smart in that area, because if I didn't, my head would be off. Downsides of being a noble.
There are a lot of them.
Specifically a banished noble.
Yeah, I know, right? It's almost like your family didn't like you.
My family didn't like me because I was a four-legged freak.
Well, in their opinion, yes.
Four-legged freak that suddenly had magic.
Oh no, not suddenly. Remember, you were born with magic.
Yeah.
That was probably what your family considered to be your only redeeming redeeming quality, is the fact that you were a mage. You do realize most nobles who give birth to a feral in that world, they'll kill their kid.
I'm surprised I didn't die.
The only reason you didn't is your character technically couldn't be killed, because if you kill a mage child, there is all the chance that they will go explode like a nuke. Also, if you guys have no idea what we're talking about, probably because you haven't been in our Discord and haven't decided to go and look out what a Thorian is. It's a weekly D&D style game that I've been running now for a couple years.
And in that game, I had a character named Sarah. Before you ask what her last name was, it was... I was going for a play on Weasley. I just removed the W.
Yeah, that play on words didn't work too well.
No, it didn't.
It was a little bit. It was almost a little bit like you were playing with your food. It doesn't work quite as well as you think it will when you first start doing it.
That's why Lynn doesn't have a last name.
It's a good world builder.
Yep.
Those are nice fireworks. Sorry, I'm watching a video.
I've been trying to start up a new world building project, which is going by slowly, but surely.
Aki,
E.
you have got to see this.
I'm looking.
Beautiful place, isn't it?
E.
Ooh. It's pretty. What are the things on the ground?
Those white things?
Yes.
Flowers.
I can't... Well, one, I can't tell because my vision sucks.
Oh, yeah. Put on your glasses.
My glasses are on. They're old prescription.
Get a better prescription.
I need
And
to go
stop
to
going
Walmart to do
blind.
that.
Stop being
I'm
blind,
sorry, I
Greyhead.
can't help it.
I didn't say stop being blind. I said stop going blind.
Stop going blind, forehead.
Going blind isn't a forehead thing. It's 5-head thing.
5-head. I thought the number was just the size of the forehead. I didn't think they...
That's the joke, Aki. Oh.
I'll be quiet.
Okay, that's rot.
Yeah. One of the things I'm doing for my particular project is that it's sort of like dream inspired. I had this reoccurring dream a while back, which was pretty much me building out this like fantasy map. And one of them in particular, there was this like ice caps area that had, you know, like volcanoes and stuff in it. And then there was another part that had sort of sun-bleached kind of mesa, kind of canyon area. And then there was another part with a snowy boreal forest. And I'm using those to inspire the main areas of my building project. One of them on one of the planets in the system that I have is pretty much almost entirely water, but it has like scattered islands and stuff.
Yeah.
And one of the groups, one of the archipelagos is, the south side is like plains and separate kind of woodland, and the northern part is the boreal forest.
Nice.
And then there's another part that is the mesa. It is the mesas, and there is another part, and I can't decide if I want this to be on the south side or the north side. But that's my volcanic ice caps area, and that's kind of like the main kingdom of the world. I'm not sure if I'm gonna add any other areas, because I'm also trying to be like minimalist about the project and only doing like the important parts, at least for the time being. But yeah, I need to, yeah, that's kind of what I got so far.
my world building comes in the form of storytelling. I used to write, so
right.
When I build worlds, I basically build a story around it. Because it helps me come up for areas and all that.
Yeah. It's kind of backwards for me. Like, I'll build and plan out the entire world first and everything before, like, I figure out the stories and stuff.
So that's a rot parasite right there.
Oh. That's a big bug.
I missed one. Elfail, brace of the Halig tree. Stick with Carrion Slicer. And we can go that.
Another thing that oh god, what the fuck is the Aladdin exception?
Aladdin exception?
Distractable podcast.
Oh god. I'll have to look that one up later. Oh right, I need rot heal essentially.
Another thing. So the things that I'm working on right now for the project is getting a good start on my languages for the world.
Yeah.
And at one point I do want to try and make a homemade writing system, which weirdly enough is something that I'm not very good at. I don't know if it's just because I haven't done them a lot, or if it's just like, I don't know. I do have an idea for one of them, because for the region for my trees, like my kind of forest areas, I want it to be like written vertically, like top to bottom, because it's originally like carved into the bark of the trees. So the writing will reflect that kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It'll just kind of tend to that direction.
Fuck! I forgot he existed.
That sucks.
Very much so.
I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for the
It
other
swallows ever so
areas.
slightly too.
Okay, you're gonna laugh at this one.
I think I just hurt the Nuki brain.
A little bit. I'm pretty sure for my Menses area, it's going to be carved into rocks and stuff. So it'll have that kind of look to it. And probably the same for my Ice Caps area. Actually,
Y'alls.
I don't know.
And that coughing, by the way, is going to drive me nuts.
I can imagine. But, where was I going?
No, I need to watch this.
Also, is it just me, or is the chat being really quiet today?
Chat has been a little quiet today.
Just a little bit.
That's another thing that people don't get when it comes to these streams, is I cannot necessarily be the one continuously talking. So it's difficult for me to come up with topics sometimes.
I'm trying.
Oh, I know. And very much I thank you for trying.
I've got like a whole like solar system planned out for it. Does it do at some point, like when one starts to be like some kind of like interplanetary travel or something like that? But it's a pretty small system. It's just like 3 terrestrial planets orbiting It's a little bit cooler than the sun, kind of like in the like light orange kind of range.
Yep.
I've kind of made it to where it glows like a rosy pink, which I think is cool.
That actually sounds. That actually sounds pretty cool. Sounds like it would be really pretty too, especially at sunrise.
Yeah. I've got all my planets within the habitable zone. So 2 of them are kind of on the borders. The first one is like on the hot side of it, and it's the planet's almost entirely like tropical desert and like mountains and stuff. But at the poles where it's cooler, it has inland seas and tropical rainforests surrounding it.
I will feast on your children.
So that'll be fun to work with. And then there's my water planet, right, sitting in the middle. And then on the cooler side, I'm still kind of figuring out what I want to do with it, but I know it's going to be a frozen planet of some variation.
They're coming for me.
I'll figure out what I want to do with those eventually, because, as I said, these are kind of dream-inspired.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like searching through and trying to record my dreams to see if I can pick up anything.
Oh, nice.
I know a few other details that I've picked up, so...
That actually sounds like it's going to be a hell of a project, too.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
One of the things is one of the characters. I think I will possibly make it like a mythological thing, like... there was one character in the canyon area that was sort of like a symbol of death, almost. But it's this kind of vulture god character who speaks in wind chimes.
Speaks in wind chimes. That's
like...
That's a phrase, and I can already hear what that sounds like, weirdly enough, and it's fucking amazing.
Well, it's supposed to be the sound you hear when it's, like, too late.
Yeah.
It's sort of how, like, it was interpreted in the dream. Which sounds a little weird that I'm speaking out loud, but...
Wait. Speaks in wind chimes, and its speaking is essentially a sign that it's too late. Too late as in it's found you?
Yeah, sort of.
That sounds terrifying.
Aki, you were dreaming about a baycock.
A what?
A baycock.
I'm gonna look that up. Will you spell it for me?
B-A-Y-C-O-C-O-K.
B-A-Y-C-O...
It's a skeletal creature that hunted down souls of the, soon-to-be damned on battlefields. Skeletal creature...
or K-O-K?
K-O-K, I think. I don't know. I'd have to look it back up in my book. I have a book...
there it is.
I have a book literally called The Encyclopedia of Things That Never Were, which is all about mythology.
Okay, I found it.
It's one of my favorite favorite supernatural creatures, and it's a terrifying fucking creature.
Well, that would be really weird because I've literally never heard of this thing.
Well, yeah, you're also not a soldier on a battlefield with a grievous wound, and I'm fairly certain a giant skeleton thing isn't going to try to eat you to see if you're worthy of dying a hero's death. The idea behind the creature was it would hunt down warriors on the battlefield and essentially test them. If you could survive, great. Only problem was it was next to impossible to survive an attack from one of these fuckers.
Right.
Mostly because their blade is edged in a type of insanely potent poison. That, and apparently they have fucking superhuman strength, so that too. Could you imagine getting bludgeoned by Superman with a fucking chunk of stone? Just what that would look like? Like, what that would physically look like to see somebody get hit in the head by a chunk of rock thrown by fucking Superman.
It would literally explode.
It would be ever so slightly greasy.
You know, in the dream it was a giant vulture. At least I think so. It was either like that or like a crow or a raven.
Both of which are very pretty creatures.
Yeah.
Don't mind me, I don't have a bias, certainly.
I thought about making a raven character, actually.
Ravens are cute, though. But realistically, all they are is the bigger cousins of crows.
They're bigger and they go honk instead of caw.
Yes and no. They actually have... They have roughly the same vocal range as crows, and you do realize crows can fucking talk.
Well, I know yours can.
No, I mean crows have the full capability of speech.
That reminds me of a video I watched a while back. It's from one of the YouTube channels I watch who does like conlang and world building and stuff. They had one of their friends come on for making languages for animal races, and this guy had created a whole language built specifically for a race of like crows, and it's really fascinating.
Why do I get the feeling that these flowers essentially represent the fucking cum of these creatures?
Don't say it like that.
Don't say that, please.
This is their fucking spawning ground, though! That's the point!
You've lost your English privileges.
Hey, Aki. I'm going to snuggle you.
Nah.
And the fact that that is said, and worded like a threat, should worry you.
You're going to squeeze me and I'm going to...
Nope. Oh, fuck! I saw that coming.
What? They're making a live-action Powerpuff Girls.
Oh.
That's gonna be terrifying.
Yeah.
Especially if they have the big eyes still.
No, it's like real people.
Okay.
Why does Buttercup
I've
look like a lesbian?
I've seen the hyper-realistic picture of the Powerpuff Girls, and that is just terrifying. It is terrifying and fascinating at the same time.
You're talking about that Powerpuff Girls. The one that everyone hates.
You mean the one that's essentially just fucking, another movie that's gonna be like, what the fuck was the name of that one movie?
Ghostbusters?
Yeah. One that's essentially just gonna be a Ghostbusters, Is going to be the same Ghostbusters drama bullshit again?
Yeah.
Perhaps.
It's not even a perhaps. That's an almost guaranteed. That's exactly what it's going to be.
It's Hollywood.
Another thing from the dreams that I'm including in the world building, it's especially for like my boreal kind of wood area. There were a lot of like ancient like stone statues and stuff, just like lying around the forests. They were almost like angels, but I can't really. They were angels. Hooded winged figures of some sort, but you would find them like within like the husks of dead like tree stumps and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And there were also like ruins and stuff in that area.
I don't like the fact that this thing legitimately can be so far under the liquid that you can't hit it until it fucking comes up.
But yeah.
And I don't think you guys want to know the worst dream I've had. Kit, I'm pretty sure you know that dream.
Damn.
I hate this fucking creature. I hate this creature. I have a burning hatred for this creature.
So do.
And that burning hatred is reminiscent of a very painful STD!
Gonorrhea?
No, syphilis.
Oh.
Well, there goes my 100,000 fucking runes! Because of some bullshit.
F.
Just a failure on all your a failure on all of your on all of your family. The pox on you. Fuck you. Fuck everything about you, creature. I don't want you. Nobody wants you. Go away. Oh my god.
Like, I wouldn't say like. I don't know if I'd say the creature like speaks in wind chimes, but it was just like the sound.
Yeah.
It is a sound that they made. That was sort of like. Yeah. I don't know what that was saying. Sound of you have been chosen and it is too late.
I was supposed to be trying to level up this game. I haven't leveled a single motherfucking time. We've progressed, but we haven't leveled. Give me.
Something.
Yes, we've progressed by continuously dying over and over. This isn't a level 1 run. We aren't supposed to be dying like this.
Aki.
Like, legit, one of these days I'm gonna have to try to play this game as a level 1 run. Like, literally, beat the entire game without ever leveling up.
It just sounds like masochism.
It's masochism with extra steps.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, I'm going to grind for the rest of the stream. What do y'all want to talk about?
Which is all about 10 minutes.
20 minutes.
I got a pizza for dinner. It's pretty good.
What kinds of?
Pepperoni, mushrooms, and black olive.
You know what I had for dinner.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yes.
It was good.
I actually haven't eaten today.
That's
You
not a
should
good thing,
probably
Claire.
go
You should
do
probably
that.
go eat.
I will. Oh, I had like one bit of leftover chicken. That's about it.
Hey! Hey! Okay. So, time for me to follow the leader.
Oh, for my birthday, I intend on trying concentrates.
Lucky you. Enjoy trying not to die.
Trying not to die?
Concentrates. They're insanely strong.
Ah. I'm not gonna go, like, fucking fat Gab or anything. I am gonna go, low and slow.
Okay.
Because, you know, that's what my, first bud tender ever told me, was to go low and slow. Which, by the way, if you're trying anything new, low and slow is always the best way to go.
That is something that my mom does not seem to be able to understand.
There's a lot of things your mother doesn't seem to understand. Like basic human decency in some cases.
I mean, I DoorDashed some McDonald's for breakfast because it's my cheat day. And I was trying to hide it because of what happened last week. And frankly, I'm amazed she didn't say anything when she did walk in to do laundry. Meh.
Aye, that killed me.
It's a leggy boy.
It's a very leggy boy. Multiple legs, like close to 20 of them, and about 20 arms.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Sorry,
Claire, you remember those centipede bastards that you didn't like?
Cool.
Fuck off.
Yeah, they're
Fuck
in this
fuck
game.
off.
They're actually a creature from Kingsfield.
Alright.
Which is
Guess I'm
yet
running fire as my magic.
Oh, that's the thing. Fire doesn't hurt them very badly. Well, it hurts some of them, but not the other ones.
I think this series of mine might end up destroying my upload schedule.
And there's another 50,000. I think I'm done for tonight. Because I can't seem to be able to survive past 100,000 runes at this point.
Is it our fault?
No. It's the fact that my asshole is trying to explode on me.
Oh no. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, if you guys haven't noticed, I'm sweating.
Hang on, let me... I do this a lot. When I'm supposed to be paying attention to stream,
You're doing other things,
shut
player.
off my phone. No, I tend to shut off my phone.
Yeah, no, that and you're also doing other things a lot, so when you, get into something, you stop paying attention completely and either go silent or have that moment of, huh?
I space.
Big time.
It's almost like my brain went, ooh, shiny, and forgot what it was supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you and Tiny both do that. I'll say the same thing to you I say to her, like father, like daughter.
Shut.
It's like me and a box of Twinkies.
Well, if my video quality wasn't so terrible, why are you at 144p? I can't exactly tell if you're glistening or not.
What?
I said I can't exactly tell if you're glistening or not.
If I'm listening?
Glistening.
Oh, glistening. Yeah, no, I'm not sweating that bad, but I am starting to sweat.
Oh, I can... Your neck shows all.
Huh?
Your neck shows all.
Yeah, and I guarantee you if my hair was down from the... Well, hold on. Just look. My hair... I'm sweating enough that my hair is damp.
Your hair is damp. I can see that. That's visually...
That's the easiest way to tell when I'm sweating, is my hair gets damp.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also one of the only people I know whose head sweats.
No, my head sweats.
Girl, not like mine, I guarantee it. That is one thing you're really happy you didn't get from me.
Or the fact of if I go anywhere hot, I immediately start sweating no matter what. It'll be 75 degrees outside and I'll start sweating.
Yep. If I'm exercising in any way, I typically end up sweating my ass off.
No, not even if I can literally step outside, stand there for 2 seconds in 75-degree weather, and start sweating.
Yeah. Hey, girl. Do you know what that means? I guarantee you, if you wound up on a medication that made you shed water weight, you'd lose about 40 pounds.
Oh, definitely.
Do you know why?
I have a lot of water weight.
Excessive sweating, and weirdly enough, regular bouts of diarrhea tend to be the two side effects of retaining an insane amount of water weight.
I sweat the most, like, on my back, I would say.
Yeah. Also, the video I was going to say, that caught my attention was, why is high first on fans? And it's there for a reason. It's literally there to,
It's the circuit cut. It makes the circuit cut easier. And it makes it to where if your shit's going to overload, it's much harder for it to actually overload. You didn't want to play nice, so I'm gonna make you play with my thingy.
Kit, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to let people play with your thingy.
Aw, but why not? It's so fun making people play with my thingy.
Your thingy isn't for people to play with.
But it's for me to play with them with.
Get their consent first.
I'm fairly certain that when they're trying to kill you with swords, that's sort of like consent in this world.
Yeah.
Elden Lords don't need consent. There we go. There's a phrase.
Oh, God.
I mean, it's an accurate phrase in this fucking world, too, if you learn some of the lore. It's actually terrifying. I thought fucking Gwyn of Cinder... I thought the idea of Gwyn of Cinder parading his son around like a daughter and fucking him at random was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you do know in Dark Souls 1, Gwyn of Cinder, his youngest son, in his eyes was too feminine, so he literally dressed him up like a woman, told him, you're no man, you're a woman now, and repeatedly fucked him from, like, the age of 12 to the age of 300. Every night. To drive that belief home.
Yeah.
He also then imprisoned said son, and essentially turned him into a, priest for his older sister, who had giant tits!
She's got huge tracts of land.
Well.
All I can say is...
I don't like it.
All I can say is... Titty boom is a thing. Ah!
Sorry, hearing that made my brain shut off for a moment and just...
Hearing which one? The shit Gwyn did?
Yeah.
They don't call it Dark Souls for no reason.
No, yeah, I
and understand, Gwyn of Cinder was the hero of this world. Like, he was a god king to people. Because of the entire reason he was considered a holy figure is because he committed a mass genocide, took one of the generals of the other team that assisted him, stripped his skin off, wore his skin, slaughtered his wife, and then tried to find, rape, and murder his daughter. Yeah. Dark Souls lore is fucking terrifying.
New topic.
Yes, please.
Dark Souls lore is terrifying. If you actually look into it, these are not games that are meant to be... They're not meant to be happy games. fact, I'm fairly certain the main topic of this one is legitimately death. Oh, I feel sorry for those guards! I just did a thing to their face.
I think this Planets project of mine from the series might end up completely destroying my upload schedule.
More than likely, yes.
Because these are some massive projects, and I highly doubt I'm going to be able to finish Mars by this Sunday. So I think I'm just going to do what I can and release it whenever it's done.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you do realize I don't technically have an upload schedule, but do you know why that is? I mean, I very, very much try to make sure we have a video every Saturday, but you do realize I legit create content every day. Every single day. The only days I take off now, the only days that no content is made is Sunday. And that's only if you don't include the fact that I run a D&D campaign for an entire community.
Right. I'm working on my music mostly every day now.
Yeah. Which, honestly, I am glad that you've been doing that. Oh, your music is fucking amazing, man. I literally cannot say that enough. You do amazing work.
You flatter me. I plan for the Mars movement to be roughly the same length as Mercury. So... yeah... At least I have some ideas in mind that could help me get to that. I mean, I'm already 4 minutes and I'm just getting to, like, the main melody.
Oh. That's a long-ass song. Then again, so is one of the last ones. Which one was it that was like 11 and a half fucking minutes?
Oh, the last 3 pieces I've written have all been some of the longest songs I've ever fucking made. Fire Elemental, the Mercury movement, was 14:44.
Jesus fuck.
Ethereal Breath, the Venus movement, was 9:17. And Earth was 8:17. And the only 2 pieces I've made outside this project that have ever come close to that length was there was Kitthesoulless, which was 9:34, and an old ass piece from a long time ago called Petrichor, which was 7:30.
I thought I had killed this bastard already. This dude can't fucking be infinitely respawning. Okay, we're past time. So I'm going to leave off here, guys.
I thought you killed that.
I just killed it, and it came back, which means it's infinitely spawning.
Fuck that.
Which means that entire area is going to be a giant fucking fight through the entire thing.
I thought you... It looks similar to a creature that I saw you fight in...
Yeah, it's called a Revenant. They're annoying as shit. And this one is typically a boss monster, but they have a boss monster now that is essentially infinitely respawning in this area. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, folks, if you enjoyed the gameplay or the commentary, give us a like. If you want to keep up with this or any of our other content, hit subscribe and ring the bell. Become part of our notification squad, which, by the way, this desperately needs to be updated. It's going to be updated soon. Become part of our notification squad so you can see when we upload and when we go live, or... my brain died. But now this is Kitthesoulless and Cruz signing off. So until next time, everybody, bye-bye!
Bye!
Also, good night to Linton, good night Andy, and good night Johnson! Nom. And good night to anybody else who might be watching. Nom faces. Nom nom. Ta-ta!
Hopefully it ends.